Hi, it's Matt. Today we're going to take a look at the Archer Artillery system, this time mounted on the OshKosh HEMTT. Y'all may have seen a recent video where I had the Volvo base system. This time around I've made some improvements to the gun and the support outriggers and the cradle that it's mounted on. The HEMTT stands for Heavy Expanded Mobile Tactical Truck, which is an 8-wheel drive diesel-powered unit. And in this one, even though it's kind of hard to see, there is a diesel engine stuffed under there, and I'm going to say it's a Cummins diesel because Cummins diesel is the best in the world. Woohoo! This model features openable containers on either side of where the tank barrel is stowed. On the passenger side, there's also a spare tire and wheel mounted. Looking at the back of the vehicle, I have improved the gun casing and how the door works, as well as the design of the outriggers. We'll open up the door here and take a look inside. I went with a different design for the driver's side compartments. There are also pieces for the vehicle's exhaust and I think the air filter or oil filter system. At the front we have the headlights and the running lights and the big side view mirrors. I wanted to get the grille to go all the way to the bottom of the front, but since it's 3 studs across, I didn't have really a good way to do that. Notice how the gun slides up on these stanchions as it elevates. Let's continue with dismantling the model so you can see how I put it together. This cradle is a lot more accurate than the single universal joint or pivot point that I had the Volvo version on. Here's the gun mounting and the outriggers off of the truck and what it looks like underneath, and we're going to continue with removing the compartments from either side of the chassis. When I pull this one off, you'll see that the exhaust pipe actually comes off with it. Next we'll move to the engine covering, which is right behind the cab. We'll pull off the side-mounted spare and then follow it with a housing. The engine is actually being held in place by the passenger side sidewall, so that's why it's sort of rattling around here after that wall is gone. I've taken the whole cab and housing off here. Looking at the engine, some of you sharper-eyed folks might recognize it from my battle bus model. On the passenger side, there is a power takeoff with a winch. The lower front of the cab is just held on with a hinge assembly. Here's looking at the back of the cab and the top of the cab and the driver's side. I've started to take the roof off of the cab so you can see inside. Notice that the cab is 8 studs wide, whereas the engine housing behind it is 5 studs wide. Here's a closer look at the bed, and if you hadn't noticed already, I had to cheat on the driver's side of this vehicle because I just didn't have enough of these cool wheels to go around. And thanks to my viewer John Sisson 937, I found out that they came off of a Mega Bloks Halo Warthog kit. But these worked as stand-ins for the sake of shooting the video. You can also see there's a fuel tank on the driver's side. I'll pull it off for a better look. So the gun is definitely an improvement over the Volvo model. The barrel is longer, so that's closer to the scale, and the way it mounts and the stanchions it elevates and depresses on. So I'm just taking this half apart so you can see what it looks like on the inside in kind of a cutaway view of sorts. And that's what it's like with the barrel fully retracted. And we'll show one more view of the underneath of the gun. Well, I hope you really like this video of the HEMTT based Archer artillery system, and I appreciate all of your comments, your likes, subscribing, and sharing. Thanks a lot, y'all. Bye.